Yo guys, what is going on? I hope you're all having a great day today. Personally, I'm not because I think my hard drive is failing, so, awesome. On top of that, I had to read this absolutely garbage article today to make this video. And in today's article, we're gonna go over a gaming journalist who is offended over the "You died" screen in Bloodborne. No, I am not kidding. You know it's bad when we get to the point that people can't even handle being told they died in a video game. At the end of the day, it's pixels on a screen, who cares? You respawn anyway and you can go right back to the challenge that killed you. Well, unfortunately for the journalist today, that's just too much to handle. Games like Bloodborne should be nicer when you die. And gaming journalists wonder why their outlets are dying and they're the laughingstock of the gaming community. Holy shit, man. At first when I saw this article, I thought it was like a satire article, but no, this shit's real. We have a grown adult working on a journalist website who cannot handle being told that they died in a video game. Like, that is just mind-blowing to me. Has this happened to you? You're slowly making your way through Bloodborne's forbidden woods, carefully rolling to take out that sniper who loves to shoot you from the other side of the bridge, slicing your saw cleaver through his guts, then cautiously moving on. You softly step out along the forest trail, only to hear a mechanical clank as a spiked log falls loose and swings down from the trees into your hunter. It kills you instantly as you lie there dying, your echoes pooling on the cobblestone. You see two words appear on the screen in blood red. You died. Well, I mean, if that happens, you did in fact die, and the game is letting you know, hey, you died, you're gonna have to retry this area, bud. I see no issue here, it is a factual statement that you died. In the ever-raging debate about whether From Software games are too difficult or whether they should have an easy mode, a more important question is being overlooked. Namely, should these games hurt my feelings? There's no way this is a real fucking article, man. That's what I thought when I first read this article, but no, it's real. This is a real article by the gamer. This is a real article where a journalist is wanting the words "you died" to be taken out of Bloodborne because it hurts their feelings. Bro, society is devolving, this is why aliens will never visit us. You died, and that's okay. I thought about this a lot last year when I played through Silent Hill 2. I tackled Bloober Team's remake in one of the two ways you're legally required to play it, early enough in the morning that it was still dark outside. Those bleary-eyed sessions led to me dying more than I probably would have if I was properly caffeinated, which means Silent Hill 2's "You Died" screen is burned into my brain. I tried to keep James stocked up on his special juice and dirty needles, but it wasn't always easy to find healing items in the game's hellacious apartments and apocalyptic streets. The puker be pukin', the grabber be grabbin', and James has gotta run. I mean, yeah, if you die a lot in a video game, you're gonna see the "you died" screen a lot. I mean, this should be common sense. Maybe try not dying as much? I don't know what to tell you. When you get to a particularly tricky part of any game, you get well acquainted with the "game over" screen. You know it's coming, and it's usually accompanied by an ominous sound effect to really drive home your failure. When you're taking on a FromSoft boss over and over, you get used to hammering on the X button, trying to push through this acknowledgement of your failure, and getting back to the game as soon as possible to do the whole humiliating ritual all over again. I mean, I don't really feel quote-unquote humiliated when I die to a FromSoft boss. From Software games are really kind of trial and error. You're supposed to die. You're supposed to learn from your death. I mean, the entire theme of the first game was don't give up / don't go hollow. And why do you think your runes are available one time after you die in the spot that you died in? The game is giving you a chance to learn from your mistakes. I mean, technically it's Blood Echoes because it's Bloodborne and not Elden. Same fucking thing, dude. Unfortunately, the truth is that From Software games aren't actually being mean. Well, the log trap is mean, but in a funny way. You can easily imagine Miyazaki and the team laughing at each new player who falls for it, like the Jackass crew during the high five prank. The game over screen isn't particularly nasty, saying "you died" isn't unkind per se, it's just truthful and blunt. It kind of reminds me of playing a tough game with an annoying friend on the couch next to you. You're dying a lot. Yeah, thanks for your input, Anthony. Nobody wants to be confronted with their failure, so when a game mocks us or even just plainly states the facts of our performance, it can be difficult to hear. You know, I gotta be completely honest with you, if hearing "you died" in a video game is enough to upset you, you really need to find another hobby and just do something else, man. Maybe try painting, drawing, maybe football, I don't know. It's fine to play on easy. You know, I actually agree with this. If a game allows you to play on easy mode, clearly the devs intended for you to use it, so that's fine if you want to play on easy. However, it's also fine for devs to make games with one set difficulty in mind, like Souls games. Games have actually been mean for decades, and realistically, we're probably at an all-time high for niceness. The original Wolfenstein games famously showed, I don't know how to say that name, sucking a blinky in a baby bonnet if you set the game to easy mode, which was called "Can I Play, Daddy?" That trend continued through the most recent entry, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, but that mocking attitude is an outlier in the modern gaming landscape, and frankly kind of at odds with the tone of the newer games. There's no real shame in knocking a game down to easy in 2024, except for the shame you bring to the experience. I mean, why would you feel ashamed of playing on easy mode? Like, who fucking cares? Oh, what, some people on Twitter might quote-unquote roast you? Who gives a shit? The thing is, games being nice doesn't actually ease the frustration. When you lose a ton of progress in getting over it with Benny Foddy, it doesn't help that Foddy, in voiceover, reads a quote about success requiring repeated failure in dulcet tones. I mean, if you're really getting all that frustrated, just put the game down and come back to it later. Why are you still playing if you're getting really upset over the game? Take a break, go for a walk. I never really got that upset on my first ever playthrough of Elden Ring because I knew going in that I was going to die a lot, same with Bloodborne. I knew the game was going to be hard, and I knew it would kick my ass. That's kind of the mindset you have to go into these games with. Similarly, I found myself annoyed when I died in this week's Revenge of the Savage Planet, but not because the game wasn't nice. No, it was because each death sent me back to my home base on the starting world, even if I died on a completely different planet. I'd rather a game call me a full diaper baby who will die alone when I die than to make me do something repetitive for no good reason. These games can't take the sting out of failure because the sting is something we bring with us. The tenor of gaming culture's discussions around difficulty and getting good can increase or decrease the amount of shame we feel when we're bad at a game. Sure, but failure only hurts you if you let it. Still, I wouldn't mind if a game started calling me handsome and smart. Would the Dark Souls game over screen saying, "You have not yet won, you special boy, but you will soon, surely," really be so much to ask? What would be the point in putting that on a game over screen? That's not informing you that you died. You died. Get over it, respawn, and try again instead of crying. This is pathetic. It's a video game. You are a grown-ass adult. Not only a grown-ass adult, but a grown-ass man. This has to be the most soy-based article I have ever read in my life. Let's go ahead and check the one comment that was left on this article by someone who literally has an account on the Gamer. Or better yet, get thicker skin and don't get offended when a game tells you that you failed. Seriously, you call yourselves a bunch of gaming journalists, yet none of you can handle a game saying how bad you are. You can't handle games insulting you, you can't stand criticism from commenters, and you can't handle when a game company does something you don't like. Why are you even in this field of business if all you're going to do is show how upset you get over the smallest of things? I mean, goddamn, bro, Tom came in with the facts, man, and he destroyed this gaming journalist. But I genuinely cannot imagine being this thin-skinned. I mean, even when I was like 5 years old, and I lost a game of Super Mario, I was able to handle the game telling me, "Game over. You died. You failed." When I used to play Mario Kart as a kid, I could handle getting in 8th place. It was just how I performed, the game's letting me know. And the game puts it in a negative light because, well, that simply isn't good performance. That's life. You're not always going to be a winner. Sometimes, you're going to do poorly. That's it, man. Get over it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was honestly a crazy article, but if you did, make sure to smash that like button. If you didn't like this video, you can leave a dislike, and you can leave a mean comment as well. Alright guys, I'm out.